So the folks at Foundry have released Mari 8.0 and also Nuke version 17.1 and are giving it to creators for free, as these tools are now in their beta. And Foundry Mari, for those who have no idea, is a professional 3D texture painting application which is widely used in film, VFX and game production for creating high detailed, high resolution textures on complex 3D models, and this has been used in a whole lot of feature films. Foundry Mari supports advanced UDIM workflows, procedural layering, and non-destructive painting, making it a standard tool for texturing hero assets and cinematic-grade quality characters. At the same time, Foundry Nuke is a professional node-based compositing application which is widely used in films, television, and VFX. This is used in both small and large-scale production to combine both CGI, live-action footage, and visual effects into final shots. And one big feature that Foundry Nuke offers is its powerful node-based workflow, deep compositing, and extensive scripting capabilities, making it an industry standard for high-end post-production. And today, you can simply get these for free, as the folks at Foundry have released them in their beta. And for those who like to read up on this, you can actually come through and see it. Now, for you to actually see some of the features and even download this, you need to create an account with the folks at Foundry. Right here within the overview, it's been said that Mari 8.0 version 1 is adding a set of node graph features with a simple philosophy. Put artists first by making complex workflows intuitive and frictionless. And this is done by automating tedious tasks like visual comparison and pattern breaking with the compare and hex style nodes, as you can now focus on creativity rather than manual adjustment. The addition of the Color Ramp node and the 47 versatile matte node further streamlines your process, offering centralized pixel level control that keeps your creative momentum flowing. And right here, you can actually come through and see some of the nodes. Like we've got the compare node right here. We've also got the hex node, as this now helps with patterns. Right here, we've got the color ramp node as well, as this is definitely going to be helping creators provide color grading directly into their workflow. We've got the matte node, as this ships with 47 handy matte node tools that you can work with. The auto insert is also available, so just in case you're thinking about moving nodes here and there or inserting them across several parts, you can now do that. We've also got the add mask to node, which allows you to add mask to specific nodes, as this is going to help keep your workspace more organized while allowing the effortless per pixel refinement that wouldn't break your workflow. We've also got some other stuff that has to do with project management as well, and also controls, as we've now got a trackball rotation. We also have an update to the VFX reference, and down here, for those who like to get this, you can easily download the Windows or Linux versions. If you like to go through the release notes, you can also come through and go through the release note right here. And from here, you would see all of the features that they've put together alongside bug fixes and other things that they've done. In the same vein, Nuke is also getting an update, and it's also available for free as well, like we mentioned earlier. So for those who like to explore Nuke, maybe you like to do the beta testing, they're currently offering 30 days for this one. And some of the features that is coming to Nuke includes update to Gaussian Splat that deals with the geosequencer, so you can also see some of the cool options and also stuff that are coming with that one. There's also the update to relighting as well, which is going to be super useful for compositing artists. Then of course, we've also got some updates to the export support as well. And it seems like Gaussian Splat alongside USD are becoming the staple when it comes to interoperability and file systems that we will be using in the coming years. In terms of timeline and review, we're getting updates to annotate with shapes, which I think is also going to be really useful. Then we've got the monitor out interactive mode as well. And this is an interactive mode that ensures that workplace layout does not compromise image fidelity. We've got the contact sheet as well. This is also going to be very useful for production. And for those who like to compare stuff, you can actually compare two versions right now without leaving the timeline. So most of these are happening across both Nuke alongside the Nuke Studio as well. In terms of soft effects, burning custom metadata and expression is also available. They've got some updates to the channels and formats as well, which is also really cool. The 3D system is also having some updates as well. And we also have some updates to the graph scope variables. So all of these are now here. And for this one, if you work with Mac, Windows or Linux, you can actually come through and see this for yourself. So this is a wonderful chance for anyone that would like to test out the new version of Nuke, or possibly you like to use Mari. You can simply go through and try this out for yourself, as folks at Foundry have released the open beta, as this now gives creators a chance to test out the tool prior to its final release. So this is it. For those who like to take a look at this, or possibly you'd like to see this for yourself, then links to this is going to be in the description, so do well to check it out. Tell me what you guys think about this one in the comment section, and until I see you guys in the next one, peace.